everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be giving my opinion, recap, review, whatever you want to call it. But I'll be serious, y'all. Today I'm going to be discussing P-Valley Season 1 Episode 7, Last Call for Alcohol. When I tell y'all, I feel they ended the episode pretty good, but at the same time, like, man, I was just like, give more, you know. But I'm gonna get right to it, y'all. Okay, so, you know, the dude Montavious or whatever, you can see him and Autumn. He's holding a child, you know. Looked like she was giving him a little lap dance and a little, I guess, flashback. You can see that they looked like they was happy. You know, he was holding a child, they was smiling and whatnot. And, you know, I was like, okay, so it does show a moment when they was happy, you know. Uncle Cliff, he decided, you know, in the previous episode, he talked to Patrice and, you know, he bailed her out. And Patrice was supposed to, you know, help him be able to keep the club, you know, doing what Patrice do best. Okay, finesse. So, I guess it didn't completely work. You know, he's working on getting signatures right now so that he could save the club. But it don't look like the club is going to be saved so far. And, you know, he gets kind of emotional throughout this episode. But he, like, tries to hold the tears back. Mercedes, sorry, y'all. She noticed that Patrice and Uncle Cliff was on the news, and you know they was basically fighting to keep that club open, you know. And basically Mercedes didn't like that because, you know, Patrice took that $20K from her, and you know she just like, come on, Uncle Cliff, like, really, you know. Basically, you know, she went and got her last little money from that place her and Autumn kept going to get that cash. She dropped that cash off to Autumn, gave it to her. Autumn, I guess, gave her a little bit extra than what she was supposed to give her. She told her, like, no, just give me what you're supposed to be giving me. You ain't got to give me extra. So she gave it back to Autumn. And they decided, they had a conversation. And Autumn and Mercedes was talking about Andre. Well, basically, Mercedes brought up Andre. Mercedes was just basically telling her, like, she should invite Andre to, you know, the club. It's supposed to be the last night, you know. Basically, they going out with a bang, you know. It's going to officially be Mercedes' last dance. You know, Autumn is talking about leaving for good. So she was telling her, like, invite Andre, you know, have a good time, you know, for the last time. So Autumn was telling her, like, he's married and she just don't know, like, you know. And Mercedes was telling her she wish she would have had, you know, a last chance to, you know, do something different. And I'm thinking she was talking about her baby daddy, you know, because he passed and all that and stuff. Anyway, I noticed that Corbin was beat up pretty bad. Like, them brothers of his beat him something good. Because Uncle Cliff was talking to him, and, you know, Uncle Cliff he want a little cut of whatever it is Corbin gonna get, you know. And Corbin is looking at Uncle Cliff like, okay, like, whatever, you know. Freaking Patrice, she don't really care to be around Uncle Cliff to even help open, you know, keep the club open, but she's, you know, doing what she was supposed to been doing because he bailed her out, you know. It was a deal. And, oh, when I tell y'all, okay, so you know how Lil Murda been blowing up. So apparently, Woody had got a call, and he was, I guess, about, you know, the song, I guess, that he's supposed to be performing at the club, which we didn't get to see him perform in this episode. So hopefully the next episode we get to see him perform, because close to the end of the episode you can see him get ready to go out on stage, but it don't look like he's sure if he wants to. But I'm gonna tell y'all why. So Woody walks up, and Lil Murda and Uncle Cliff is coming from, like, the back of this, like, I want to say the woods, because he parked a car and he like decorated it with lights and stuff, and him and Uncle Cliff did what they did, you know, the nasty in the car, whatever. And you know, he put it back there so he could kind of keep everybody else from seeing it and make it romantic for Uncle Cliff. So as he's walking back like towards the club, Woody sees him, but he ain't say nothing, you know. He waited. Now Lil Murda's at the car, and he like getting his little stuff out that he gonna wear for the performance. Woody is telling him like, it's so many women that you could be getting with. I thought that was a one-time thing, and you know, all this and that. And he was telling him like, forget about his heart, basically, choose that money. And I'm like, okay, so basically he telling him that he can't like what he like and be a rapper, you know, because he should be able to be himself. If he like men, he should be able to be himself and at the same time make his rap music. If his music is good, him being gay shouldn't even matter. I mean, that's just my opinion. But you know, he just seems so unsure the little last part they showed, and I'm like, okay, I wonder if he's probably thinking in his mind, do he want to pursue this music career and pretend like he don't like me, or just forget it and get with Uncle Cliff? That's what I'm wondering, because he clearly is into Uncle Cliff and Uncle Cliff is into him. But I feel he could do both. He could like it, you know, Uncle Cliff, and he could do his music. But that's just my opinion. But Miss Mississippi, she noticed that he was a little, you know, she would tell him he's off his game a little bit because he was like rehearsing. And basically this woman had him stripped naked and he performed the song to give him a little confidence. And I was just like, I was not expecting this man to be butt naked, okay? I was not expecting it at all. But I do like how she basically pushed him to, you know, stop being nervous about the performance and get a little confidence. You know, I really like that she did that. Oh, Diamond. Okay, so Diamond and Miss Mississippi had a little moment, and I thought they was for sure about to kiss and, you know, go a little further, but it didn't even happen, man. Freaking what's that girl named Bridget came out fussing about Alabama and all this and that. You know, oh boy, her being sexually frustrated and stuff. So, you know, that didn't happen. Thanks a lot, Bridget, for ruining the moment. But nah, I hope at least the next episode we'll get to see her lead that baby daddy of hers, that abusive little and get with Diamond, who clearly cares about her. He gave her a necklace, and he was saying that it was given to him, I guess, when he was like in the army, military, whatever, and it was basically, you know, for confidence and courage and stuff like that. So he put it around her neck, and she loved it, you know. And I'm just like, come on, get together already. So hopefully the next episode we see that. Who am I forgetting, y'all? Oh, Mayor Ruffin. Man, that man is mad at Andre, and he told him after they is done with everything they got to do, he is done with him. And you know, Mayor Ruffin is his goddaddy or whatever, and he is peed off with freaking Andre. Now, some kind of way, Andre was able to get more for himself throughout the deal to make sure he was straight or whatever. And Mayor Ruffin is just mad because he was telling Andre like he done did more for, you know, his city and all this and that than whoever and all this and that. And I'm just like, oh snap, he mad. It don't look like he gonna win this election either. It don't look like it's turning out too good, because he was standing there next to Andre. You could see all the little posters and stuff, and chairs was tossed all over. I was like, it don't look like he about to win at all. Okay. I'm trying to see who I'm forgetting, y'all. Oh, Uncle Cliff, he decided to give everybody a speech, you know, because it's the last night, you know, or whatever. And he basically just want to go out with a bang. He don't know for sure if they're going to be able to say the club. They got everybody signing a little petition, getting the signatures and whatnot. He trying to keep the club open. And basically everybody got to sign that to get in the club to see, you know, see them cheeks move in there. So this dude randomly comes and, you know, comes in line or whatever. And dang, y'all, I can't think of the dang name. He basically, you know, the thing they go up and down them like at the airport and whatnot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. To make sure he ain't got no weapon on him and all that stuff. So he searched them, and he found a knife in his dang, looked like his sock or whatever. He pulled his pants up and found it. And I'm like, what this man about to do with this knife? Hold on. Crazy. But yeah, he made everybody sign, you know, stuff to get in the club or whatever, which was a smart idea, I must say, because it was a bunch of people waiting to get in that club. I'm thinking to myself, like, I hope they're going to be able to save this club, because, you know, the next episode, episode 8, is the season finale. And I'm just curious to see what direction this is about to go in. So, you know, Montavious, he came to the club. Now, Autumn is on the pole, and he studied looking at her. Mercedes is by him, and he gave Mercedes some money, and he told her, like, you know, he good, basically, like, he got his eyes on something else. And it was Autumn. So she called Autumn over, and Autumn was shook, man. She was shook. And I'm thinking to myself, like, Mercedes, pay attention. You could see the frightness, you know, she was frightened. You could tell. And dude is just like, yeah, I want to, you know, I want that one right there. So she's taking him to the little private room or whatever. Champagne, is that the champagne room? One of the rooms, I'm just saying the private room, y'all. She took him back there, and as she's closing the door, I promise you, she looked so frightened, like she didn't want to close that door. And he was telling her, like, I've been looking all over for you. And he was like, where's my money? I'm like, hold on. Now I'm confused. Like, I wonder if it's gonna turn out like, I don't know, y'all. I mean, because we know what happened with her daughter and the flood and everything. You could see that they was happy in the flashback they showed. So now I'm wondering, like, okay. And then she said she you know, she shot him. So apparently she thought she killed him, which he told her she didn't do a good job at. So now I'm just like, okay, so what is this man gonna do? Is it gonna be a possibility she could just give him money, he go away? What is it? I wonder if Mercedes is gonna come and freaking help the girl. I hope she think about it. Like, she looked frightened, and go and help her. Y'all, I cannot wait to see this next episode. And y'all tell me if I like forgot something out, because it was so much happened this episode, and I was just like, man, y'all remember we had to wait to see this episode for what, like a week or two, because it was, you know, when it was supposed to came on, I think it was last week, it didn't even come on. So I don't know, y'all. It was just crazy. Y'all comment below y'all thoughts on this episode, okay? I know for sure I would love to see. Oh, I know what I forgot, y'all. Autumn danced on Andre. And his wife, she kept on calling his phone. And Autumn decided to answer that phone. And his wife was asking him what he was. And she was like, I'm here. Where are you? And he was like, oh, I'm at the bar. Autumn is butt naked. She, you know, all up on this man. I'm thinking he about to get all up in it. And he left. And when he got to his place or whatever, you know, he did his wife or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, like, he was doing her while thinking of Autumn, most likely. You know, and after they did it, and she was talking to him, he just looked like he was disgusted with all over again. I was just like, this is crazy. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all for watching. And like I said, comment below your thoughts on this episode, because like I said, I cannot wait to episode 8 and see what's gonna happen. But anyway, y'all, peace.